New Golf, new Golf, new Golf.
New
Nick,
Golf.
new Golf.
Yes.
And to quote, the CEO said, "Wow," when he saw it. I believe that's the quote in the article, right? He went, "Wow."
Um, yes. He's also said that it's on the right track.
Right.
But
Um,
to be clear, he did see a model of it. He didn't see the actual car. It was just a model, so they probably did like a clay model.
yeah, it's definitely what it is. Am I wrong? I did see something about him like exclaiming, "Wow," but it's not in this article. Hold on.
Yeah, it is. This is all I could say was, "Wow, it's so beautiful."
Oh, okay, great. All I
Yeah.
could say was, "Wow." Yeah, that's true.
But apparently, it's going to be taking inspiration from the Mark IV Golf, which personally is my favorite generation of golf.
Right.
That
It's a
is
good generation.
the golf from my childhood.
It's iconic.
The Mark IV R32 is by far my favorite golf of all the golfs.
Very reasonable.
So I am excited to see what it looks like. If I'm honest, I feel like a hot hatch is a very easy car to do throwback styling with.
Yeah.
And I feel like the Golf currently isn't so much bigger than the Mark IV that you couldn't make Mark IV styling cues work.
I agree. I would love to see it happen in a modern car. I'm a little I'm just like a touch just a little bit like let's see it before we before we say anything, but I'm interested. I mean, the Mark 8's a good looking car. The Mark 9 could be even better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like 4 will always be my favorite. I think styling wise, things peaked with the 7.5 and the 8 was a bit of a step back.
Mhm.
Not that it looks bad or anything. Looks fine. It's just I think the 7 looks better and is much more timeless.
I think the 8.5s look a lot better than the 8s personally. That's
For me it's more the GTI than the R because of those stupid fog lights.
I agree. They are genuinely stupid. I think the European, what's the one they get a 400 horsepower GTI?
Oh, like I forget what it's called.
Yeah, anyway, that one. They
Or
replaced the
something.
bumper. Eurosport, not Eurosport. I don't. Wow, how am I blanking on this? I've literally looked at that bumper over and over again. Funny how we get old and we get senile. But yeah, that removes the fog lights and it looks far better.
It's the GTI 380.
Okay. So
I
like,
think.
is it the 380?
Yeah.
Club Sport. God damn it, that's the damn name.
The Club Sport.
Yes,
There you
the
go.
Club
We've
Sport.
definitely talked about that one before.
Yes. Yeah, the Club Sport bumper is like way better. Way better. If you go Mark 8 GTI Club Sport front bumper. It just looks
that
the
looks
way it
much
should have
nicer,
come.
right?
And the newer car, the newer GTI looks very close to, like the Mark 8.5, excuse me, is a lot closer to the Club Sport bumper in general. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I think they knew what they were doing when they were like, yeah, it should have come this way. So still has the dumbass fog lights to be clear, but
It
better.
looks better though. I'll give it
Yeah,
that.
better.
Well, we'll see. I have high hopes for the Mark 9. I hope they do it justice.
So will it be like if we get an like, because I know they'd said like this is the send off and it's going to be electric in the future at one point, I think. What are we expecting here? Like, it seems he says there will be 2 different platforms, one for the electric model and another for the combustion one. The MQB Evo will remain with a plug-in hybrid model like the ones we know today, and there will be a completely new fully electric Golf on the new SSB platform.
I have a feeling it's going to be an version of the EA 888 that is updated and plug-in hybrid compatible, which also means it's probably going to be pretty fucking heavy.
Real. Fuck me. All right. Well, I don't know. We'll see. Hold our breath. I mean, if they release a full combustion version, that's an enormous win. Enormous fucking win.
Yeah.
So, we'll take it as we go.
Yeah, we'll see.
We will see. Okay, enough time on that. We can move forward. More news. You want to take Lambo?
Sure. Yeah. So the Revuelto, what is it? Yeah, it's the
SV.
SV has been spotted testing. So, I
Mm-hmm.
mean, basically, it's just a Revuelto with some red camo on it. Everybody knows what it is, but now it's got the factory mounted wing that um, we all know and love from the SV. Similar to the Aventador, they did the Aventador S, SV, and then eventually the SVJ and stuff down the line. Um, no real specifications have been released about it other than it looks, I mean, other than the wing that is now on the back, Aero is a bit more aggressive and it looks like it's on much stickier tires.
Yeah, potential
Um,
race R tires.
yes. So we'll see. I imagine it'll probably get a slight power bump. Like I'm pretty sure it has like 1,001 horsepower from the factory currently. I wouldn't be surprised if the SV had like 1,101 or
Yeah,
1,051 or something.
that's exactly what I was thinking.
Um,
1,101.
but yeah, we'll see. I don't know. I As much as I care less about stuff like this as I get older, I still think it's cool to see, and I'm interested to see what it does. Mostly because I know the Revuelto is also a very heavy car, so I'm curious to see how fast they make that heavy car go around a track.
Yeah, at least it'll be equipped with the proper brakes to stop, unlike shit like the Hummer EV and all that scary crap. So
Yeah,
better, definitely better. But yeah, we'll see. Should be good. Rivian R2 EV is officially rolling out to customers. So I guess deliveries are starting late spring. This is like, I think between us, I think this is probably, if we had to pick an EV car company we actually liked. I like Rivian. I think
I
they do
like
good
Rivian.
stuff.
I'm, I'm happy with Rivian stuff.
Yeah.
I don't think we've got the pricing in Canada yet. Let me check.
No, we don't. I think the sub 50,000 on the base model, that's US.
Yeah, there's no pricing in Canada yet. I
mhm.
imagine the pricing will be very similar, if not the same.
I
Just
would
converted.
hazard. Yeah. I don't think you're gonna get any we're not gonna get any breaks being Canadian on this one, unfortunately, but it
Yeah.
is what it is. 48,490 for the standard long range with a choice of rear or all-wheel drive. That's pretty cool. You can get a rear-wheel drive. R2 standard. Oh, sorry. R2 standard, which starts around 45,000. So yeah, it's probably
I mean,
about
in all
60,000.
fairness, like if it's let's say it's 50,000 US for the standard long range with all-wheel drive.
Mm.
Um,
It's gonna be 60 grand.
50,000 US is 67 Canadian.
Yeah,
It's not horrible. I'd
it's
rather
not.
have that than Tesla.
Oh, 1,000,000%. I saw. It's funny you say that because we were ragging on Infinity the other day,
Yeah.
and I happened across a Doug DeMira video where everybody on his show was also ragging on Infinity being the worst luxury car brand, and he said, no, it's Tesla. And I realized in that moment, Tesla considers themselves a luxury car brand. And I never really thought about it till now.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
And honestly, it's mostly on price because everything else just isn't really luxury about them.
I had a coworker
I've
who,
I've been in Teslas.
yeah,
I like sure it's not a 99 Corolla in there, but I would hesitate to say it's luxurious.
I had a coworker who she loved EVs. That was her whole thing.
Yeah.
And she had a fair bit of money. There was a one point where I think it was like a QX90, the big, or yeah, whatever, the big fuck, no, the 80, excuse me, the big fuck off Infinity that's like
Yeah.
150 grand. That like she'd been like, yeah, whatever, I got a good deal on it, and the deal was like, it's like way too much money. But like, so like I don't want people to. I hate when they're like, oh, you just didn't have the money for it. She was a big electric car person, and she had owned and leased many electric cars, smartly leasing them because then it's their problem. She fucking hated Teslas because she said it was like sitting in a used Camry. Everything was poorly installed. There was quality issues everywhere, and then they charge you like Lexus, BMW pricing for the courtesy of fucking you. And she never ever to the day that I left, she would never. She went through like 3 cars in the 3 years I worked there, and she never stuck with, or never even attempted to go back to Tesla after her first test drive in a Model S. Not even once. And that it's only gotten worse since then. The threes are worse. So
Oh, A Model 3.
Mm.
If you want a Model 3 all-wheel drive, it's 80 grand.
Oh, eat shit. Dude, are you kidding me?
Just like if you want the performance, it's 89. It's $90,000
That's
for a
that you'd
Model
have to
3.
be crazy. Yeah,
Have you
no.
seen? Look at the interior of a Model 3 and
Yeah,
tell me
I've
that's
been
an
in it
80
multiple
or
times. It's
80,000. They
hideous.
fucking
No.
suck.
You don't even get a screen in front of you. And they're like, yeah, that'll be $80,000, please. Like,
It's just fucking insane.
no, it genuinely is. I don't understand how they can even remotely justify, like, it. And not for nothing. It's the same car. It's the
Yeah,
same
but I don't
car from
understand
launch.
how the Model 3 is more expensive than the Model Y. And the Y
Because
is
the 3
bigger.
moves. I don't know.
I don't fucking know.
The
But at the
Model Y
same
has a lot
time,
of
like
discounts.
I would never pay this money for a like when I look at the Rivian and I look at this, I don't understand how they feel like they can get away with charging this.
I
Because the
genuinely
Model
don't
Y
either.
all-wheel drive is roughly the same price as what the Rivian R2 would be. And like
Mm-hmm.
look at the interior.
It's beautiful. The Rivian has a beautiful interior. The Model Y looks like dystopia. I hate minimalism in the way that they do it in the Teslas. It really does look like dystopia.
Like how are you going to say that Tesla interior is nice and then Rivian looks like this?
Yeah. I mean, like, I love all the little contrasty things in the Rivian. Even their steering wheel with those crazy like wheels on them. It looks so good in there. It looks so
Yeah,
good.
it's just better.
I just, in every way, shape, and form, the wheel options, the overall styling of the car. Tesla sued Fisker for poorly designing their vehicle. Like, they basically admitted it was ugly because around the time he designed the Model S, he released his first Fisker Karma, and they were like, "You made it ugly on purpose." So even they know it's ugly.
Yeah.
So like, and then they just continue to like whittle away at it. I don't understand. I don't know how you can call yourself a designer of any kind if you're like, yeah, it's I did. You're like, what did you do? I don't know. What? Okay, no, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Fucking Tesla.
Tip of the day: don't buy Tesla.
Nope.
Fuck
Don't
that.
buy a Tesla. That's not even, to be clear, not even. I don't even give a shit politically. At this point, it's purely just a bad
No, they're
product.
just a trash product.
It's a trash product. They'll write off they'll literally stop your car from charging if you didn't go to their service center to make sure that the repairs were up to their standards. It doesn't make any sense. They're like, your car's a write-off. I've seen so many videos, and they'll direct you to TeslaLegal.com. Like,
Yeah, and these could be cars that you've paid cash for and technically own.
yeah, technically, just eat shit. Like, fuck it. Again, nothing. I could care about like everything else. Purely on
It's literally the equivalent of going to the gas station and just not being able to put gas in your car.
Yeah,
That's
the basic shit. Crazy. It is genuinely crazy.
Yeah.
So, go to hell. Like, even the way they do everything, fuck that company. Anyway, you know how like, we're true. This is the thing. People are wishy. Well, we're true haters because we've always hated Tesla. People only they were like, "Oh, he's saving the planet," and you're like, "Okay." And only recently have they been, because of the whole politics thing. Now they don't like him.
I've hated them since. I didn't mind the Roadster, like that was
It's
neat
cool.
at the time.
It's a novelty.
And then once the like Model S came out, I was like, "Oh no, I fucking hate this company."
Yeah, no. I was like, no, don't like it. Just something deep inside. And you know what? It's nice being right. It's nice being right. Fuck them. Support Rivian. If you want to buy an electric car right now, go buy a Rivian. You will be pleased. You will be pleased.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll move on from hating that dipshit and his shit ass company.
Beating that dead horse.
Beating that. That's mincemeat at this point. We've absolutely decimated that horse. All right. Really, we're going to move into the meat of what we're here to talk about this week. According to Motor1.com, article titled, Your Car May Soon Be Monitoring Everything You Do Behind the Wheel. A new law requires automakers to install a monitoring system to detect impaired driving, but the technology isn't ready yet. So the basic, I mean, you've read it in full, right, Nick?
Yeah, I just found this article from the Autopian as well, which
Okay.
is, I find them a more credible source than Motor One, but same sort of idea, same thing you just said.
Right. That they'll have a camera basically watching the driver, and if they detect advanced drunk driving and impaired, we'll read exactly what the law says. Assist is defined as a system that can passively monitor the performance of a driver of a motor vehicle to accurately identify whether the driver may be impaired, and prevent or limit motor vehicle operation if an impairment is detected, or B, alternatively, passively and accurately detect whether the blood alcohol concentration of a motor vehicle the driver of a motor vehicle is equivalent to or greater than the blood alcohol concentration described in, whatever the limit is. Prevent or limit motor vehicle operation if a blood alcohol concentration above the legal limit is detected, or C is a combination of the systems described in A or B. What? Like,
Yeah.
let's start off by saying we don't like drunk driving. But brother,
what I don't understand is, so it says it's passively going to monitor. How is it passively going to determine someone's BAC?
I don't know.
Because normally, like, if you've been driving drunk and have been caught, you have the ignition interlock and you have to blow into the tube, and that's how it determines if you can start the car or not. But I don't understand how you passively do that.
I don't think that's possible, if I'm not mistaken. Like, that's not... I can see why they say the technology doesn't exist yet, because it doesn't.
Like, there's definitely, like, there are systems out there that have cameras that monitor the cabin to detect, like, driver drowsiness and whatnot, and try and keep the driver awake if they're getting drowsy. So, like, that side of it does technically exist. I don't get the BAC side of it and how that's going to come to pass. And then on the flip side of that, if the system doesn't detect the driver is drunk and they are drunk and then they go drive and get into an accident or kill somebody, whose fault is it now?
Right. It's a liability issue as well. Because how do you determine that? Also, this article points out a very good, like, basically, though there are some kinds of technology that could feasibly detect, like, I don't know, alcohol in the air around you, what if you're driving a drunk friend home?
Yeah.
Like, how does it even differentiate? Because it's not that far apart. I had when I was younger, many moons ago, I worked at a company where our one of our directors came in. He's like, big news, like, I sold this company. We're gonna do a model for them, and basically, like, it's gonna project this model of this building they're building. And we're like, what do you mean? He's like, we're like on a wall, and he's like, no, like a hologram. And then we both looked at each other and went, like a what? And he goes, no, like Star Wars. And we looked at each other and we're like, and you sold this? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, I don't know how to tell you this. Good job selling it. Doesn't exist. Doesn't exist. Bad news.
Yeah.
I think this is a very similar situation. I think this is the same thing.
See, like part of me, I feel like part of this is virtue signaling.
Yeah, probably.
But the other side of me feels like they're trying to see just sort of how much they can get away with before people say no. Because, like, realistically, this only works if people then buy these cars. So if they release this and nobody's buying it, then it'll disappear in time.
Yeah, I mean,
I feel like there's too many variables to have a system like this work. One huge, gross invasion of privacy.
Yeah, enormous.
Absolutely insane invasion of privacy. Two, if the system gets something wrong on either side, You know, like where does the blame lie if it doesn't detect a drunk driver and somebody gets injured or killed, or if it thinks you're drunk and it doesn't let you start the car and it's an emergency and you need to get to like the hospital or something.
Yeah. There are situations where even if you're drunk, you need to be able to drive a vehicle in an emergency. Absolutely true.
Well, no, it's like, what if you're stone sober and it just, the system
Right.
errors out and it thinks you're drunk and you can't deal with whatever emergency is happening.
No, I get you. But alternatively, say, I don't know, like you're, just to put sympathy out there, you're a young girl and you're at a party and yeah, you've had a few drinks, but there is a genuine fear of your life versus, you know, driving down the street like you know what I mean? Like operating the vehicle may change if you live or not that night.
Yeah.
Like getting away from, like you can't, and that's the problem. You can't make assumptions. You like
Yeah. And then like the flip side, like I wonder, like I'm sure there'll be ways to disable these things via software, but how are they going to try and circumvent that? You know, like for example, in my Supra, I can code out the daytime running lights so that I can just shut all the lights in the car off using the buttons on the dash.
yeah.
But if I do that, it immediately throws a code saying there's a problem with the car and I have to go to the dealer to get it fixed.
Yeah. So it's exactly the same thing probably.
Yeah.
The second you code out something that is a vicious invasion of privacy from a product you've purchased and should have full dominion over, barring the intervention of law enforcement, which is the only reasonable way to have any sort of citation or anything done.
Yeah. Or like, I you know, like what if somebody tapes over the camera? What is it going to let the car do that? What if the camera just doesn't function? What if it overheats or is damaged or broken? Do you just have a brick of a car now?
Yeah. And whose responsibility is that to get fixed? And even then, like, this is the thing. I want to address this because I feel like it's not only young people, old people do this too, to be clear. But there's this thing where we're rattling off a bunch of situations where it's completely either inappropriate or dangerous for a vehicle to, you know, they'll always say like, oh, when is that going to happen? Like,
Yeah.
there was
at the
yeah.
same time, I feel like this is really more of an older person problem than a younger person problem. Like it's pretty well known fact that as you go down in age, people are drinking less and less and less and less. There have been news articles about it because the alcohol industry is losing money over it now because people can't afford to drink anymore.
Well, they also
like, is it really so bad that we basically need an interlock device from the factory now?
Yeah, no, that's a good point. But it's also like a lot of these people, and I want to put this up. Let's go on the other side of this, right? One, I don't think it is, to answer your question. No, it is not. But two, a lot of these younger people are not drinking because they're consuming weed product as well. That is a huge chunk of the market that's being eliminated, right?
Yeah.
So like, I'm willing to bet anything that there is no passive system for that.
I feel like there isn't even an active system. I feel like all the active systems are horribly inaccurate still.
They are horribly inaccurate, but they exist, but they are horribly inaccurate. So what then?
Yeah.
Because like
I don't know.
This is like, and also like, pretend for a second that this makes any sense. There are a lot of, which it doesn't, aren't there a lot of states, like, just because this is a US based thing, right? Aren't there a lot of states where like castle law and like your domicile and protect, doesn't that extend to your vehicle as well? So like, isn't that a vicious invasion of your private space?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, like, I don't know much about US law, but I feel like, I don't know, Texas comes to mind. Or any state that has open carry laws.
Yeah. Where castle doctrine, yeah, there are quite a few states where it does apply to your vehicle. But I'm not saying, like, I'm just like, as a point of like, so what then? So you just have a random company like basically peering into your life, seeing what you're doing. Like these systems, let's be honest, if they're going to be accurate enough in this fantasy land to detect blood alcohol, they're also going to be able to detect a lot of other things, a lot of data they'll be collecting.
Oh, 100. They're just going to upload this shit straight to LexisNexis, who sells it to your insurance company.
Yeah, so this is all nonsense. This is complete nonsense. So
no, I agree. This is horrible. Long said the peak of commuter cars was like the early to mid 2010s.
Yeah.
And the peak of enthusiast cars was, I'd say, mid 2000s to early 2010s.
I agree. I think we should have stopped at like 2015. I think that was a good time. We just had keep making the same cars from 2015 onward would be good. We'd be good.
Like if we just made everything that they had in 2015, but added stuff like, CarPlay and Android Auto and, more modern cruise control systems.
Yeah,
that's it. Don't need anything else. We're set. We're good.
I have like radar, like auto braking in my car. I don't shut it off because my car like throws a fit whenever it's off. It doesn't usually get in my way, but I have genuinely, and I swear to God, been put into dangerous situations because it goes, I'm braking now for no fucking reason.
Oh, I know Teslas love to do that.
Yeah.
If you get a little bit too close to the front of a Tesla, it'll just slam the brakes. Which is really funny.
Yeah.
If you're not the one in the Tesla.
So, like, this system, and, like, I would argue the system in my car is far better than most of the camera cruise control systems that are super inaccurate. Like, EyeSight 4 that comes in the or 3 in the BRZs
that can't see the lines on the road if it's wet or if it's snowing.
Exactly.
Or that sort of fun stuff.
Those kind of silly things. I would argue my radar cruise control and radar slam on brake is better than those systems, and it still fucks up. And it's happened to me probably 5 to 10 times where it's randomly slammed in about 2 years, 60,000 kilometers of driving. 45,000 miles for our American friends. That's too fucking many. Now imagine if those times were my system saying, "Oh, you're actually drunk." Right? And because they'll be even less accurate than the radar. And they're like, "You're drunk and we're just going to stop the car." Fuck you. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's not acceptable.
No, I'm not. No, not taking it. Like for me, it's the privacy thing above all. I don't need yet another corporation looking into how I'm doing something.
No. Definitely don't. Could live with never having that again, if possible.
If I'm not getting into any accidents and I'm not getting any grotesque speeding tickets, fuck off.
Yeah. In my feeling and in your feeling, it's none of your goddamn business. Back off.
Yeah.
Now, this is the thing. Let's talk about this. What are appropriate methods of drunk driving aversion, let's say? What would be better than this? Because obviously we can't just poo-poo something. Let's give them better alternatives. What do you got? This is all on you.
Oh, fuck. That's you really going to drop this on me?
No. I do have one. I will say, I think ride checkpoints, or for those who are outside, any sort of drunk driving, like spot check, have you been drinking tonight? I think those technically work. I also think that they give, like, it ends up, like, failing in court if they don't publish that. Like, there's a lot of, like, weird little things. Yeah. I feel like we need a bounty system. That's my thought. Every drunk driver you report, you get free registration for the... Oh, we don't have registration now. Shit. You get $200. Every time you report a drunk driver, you give them your plate and the driver's plate. If they get pulled over, you get $200.
I'd say we'll take it a step further. If it leads to a conviction...
Yes.
you get a monetary reward.
If it leads to a conviction, it should be even more. But I'm saying, like, yeah, you know what? You're right. You know what? You're right. If it leads to a conviction, $1,000 tax-free.
Yeah. Or if they get pulled over, you get $100. If it leads to a conviction, you get off free your next speeding ticket. Get out of jail free card.
I like that. That's the way we do it. $1,000 or one get out of jail speeding ticket card. Now that I like. Now that I'm just saying.
That's just me talking about things that I want.
Oh yeah, no, I'm there with you. My thing entirely is that
if you report 10 and you get 10 convictions, you don't need a front plate anymore.
Whoa. My entire thing is you watch like how things get done, and it's always like crowdsourcing, right? Nobody likes drunk drivers. Like there's nobody on the planet who's like, actually, like that's not. They're like, actually, I'm on the side of the drunk drivers. No, nobody is. If you meet anybody who's like, let's be honest, who are they hurting? It'll be like, have you seen? Like, you don't need to justify that. And if they are, then they just don't report. So we don't need them anyway, right? Like, It's fine. But I think that's a good system. I think we need a bounty system. Because it wouldn't be just you get money for report. It has to be a conviction. It has to be a conviction. Because frankly, I don't want those people on the road either. Like we told that story before. I did about the guy that I follow. Like, he just got home and the police were like, "Oh, we can't do anything now. He's home." And I'm like, "That's not how that works." Like, yeah, it's exactly the same. Just report him. I do it for fun. I'm just a hater professionally.
See, like generally, unless it's really bad, I usually don't report. But if there was the chance of me getting money out of it,
you would do it every time.
I would just go out looking for drunk drivers.
You would go out for a drive, enjoy yourself, and then also be like, where are they at? I'm trying to get a payday.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Exactly.
I like it. See, look, I already we just fixed the problem. We just fixed it. Because people in the States, like notoriously, if you watch like super speeder videos or any of these like not misfits. Oh my God. Mischief. That was close. Like mischief videos, people do like just call in crazy drivers. They just for the love of the game, right? They just call in speeding. Oh, there's a yellow BMW with a big wing speeding or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Mobilize them, bro. If you get a this is my plate. This is the plate of the vehicle. Get that shit, right? Easy victory.
Yeah, give me my money.
Give me my money. Get the drivers off the road. That's my thought. And if you get a drunk driving conviction, this is my first time. 1-year license suspension. Second time, never drive again. Be more aggressive. Because I've literally seen stories of, oh, she's on her 4th DUI. We should have put her down in the gutter and shot her or something. Or him. It could be him. I'm just saying.
It could be her, him, they, them, whatever.
Or the other. Like all of them. Put them in the gutter. And I think that if after your license is suspended, the second time after you get the DUI, if you're caught a third time, they should just walk immediately. they just like
right at the side of the road.
Yeah, they go, all right, we're gonna have to place you under arrest, and then they just push you into like down on the shoulder and just like 3 to the back of the head. That's the only way to deal with these people.
Just right there in the car, and then immediately onto the tow truck and into the crusher. Just get rid of everything at once.
Everything. I think that's way funnier. Oh, license. I don't have a license. As soon as they know who you are, they walk back. They don't get, all right, so they just pull their gun and just get rid of it all. I'm in agreement. There's no, like, this is the thing. I know people can make mistakes, which is why the first time you get a 1-year license suspension.
Everybody, you get one mistake.
Yeah.
When it comes
to
DUI.
You're allowed.
You can fuck up once.
Twice
now,
even, you'll live.
Here's a fun thing.
Yeah.
If you report the same person twice and they get convicted both times,
do
you get a bigger or a special reward?
I think you should get double the reward for the second time. Because if you get, but here's the thing.
I think you should get more reward too.
I think you get more reward. But the fucked up thing is, if you get the hat trick and they get pulled over, you get to shoot them in the head. That's the only thing that makes sense.
Yes. Can you imagine just like you're at home on a Friday night, you get a call from the police like, hey, you've reported this person 3 times and they've been convicted. Do you want to come kill them? Yes.
Yes.
Like
immediately.
On the way.
I'm there. I'm there immediately. In fact, I'll even give you this. You have the ability to like pass that on to see, this is the thing. How this is rich. See, we can get rich people in on this. This is how you get things done. You could give that as a gift, right? You can pass on your right to kill to another human being. That's what those freaks already do on islands.
Or, there's probably an opportunity to make more money here. Imagine if you just started hoarding these gifts and you could sell them to people.
Oh, but then what? Where are we keeping the people? Are they in jail until you decide to shoot?
Good question.
That's important. That's important. I'm just saying, imagine, right? It's Christmas. Okay, this is Christmas. You're 65 years old, right? You've lived a lovely life. And one of your business partners in your large firm of whatever, he goes, Nick, I've got quite the gift for you this year. Would you like to kill a man? See, now, for most people, that's alarming. That is alarming.
This is how we do the purge, people. This is how it starts.
This is how we do it.
This is good.
You can also regift it. Either way, I think we just need to start giving out rewards. That's what we need. We need to do it. Because why not? Because this is the thing. That's what's fucked up about and this is a Canadian problem. If you give blood in the States, you get money, gift cards, whatever. You get stuff. Here, oh, thank you for your donation. Fuck you. Like,
yeah.
It's the same thing with this.
To go home and be tired for the rest of the day.
Yeah, you get a juice box. Thanks for your blood. Thanks for your lifeblood, shithead. We need to ramp this up. We need to start getting rewarded. Okay?
Let's monetize this shit.
The first part was serious. Probably don't kill people, but I'm just saying that, like, if the second time, they're never driving again. And I want to add this, very important. If they have a license from a different country, it is not valid in Canada.
No.
Right? Because some of these people do that.
I feel if you are if you are living here,
yeah,
even if it's only temporarily, like you're only here for a year or two or whatever, you should not be able to transfer your license from another country. You should have to come here and go through the entire G1, G2, G system.
I agree.
And then you get your license.
I agree.
And I say that as somebody who thinks our graduated licensing system is a joke.
It is a joke. It's totally a joke. But you basically pay for your license.
If you can't get through that from beginning to end, we don't need
get off the road.
D plates.
Nope.
No more D plates.
No more D plates. Speaking as a D plater, no more D plates. Right. But I have my C plates. I just kept them for memento. That's the difference. I have the C plate. I got the goods, right? I can show you my C plates. But if you're just a D plater, get out. I feel bad for the kid who's probably like, I drive good. And we're just like, fuck you, get out of here.
We'll be the judge of that.
Yeah, we'll see. I think we need that. That is going to do more good and stricter enforcement, like, than putting a camera in the car. Because the thing is, if this system even functions, like, that's like people who are drunk driving frequently enough that this system functions well, like, eventually it won't, and then they'll just drunk drive anyway. Or they'll just buy an older car. Like, it's not like it doesn't...
Like, if this is coming into play in like 2028, 2027 or whatever, it's not like cars from 2022 and 2023 are fucking old jalopies. They're pretty damn nice.
Yeah, they're really nice vehicles.
And they will have the majority of the same features. So...
yeah, a lot of people... I'm going to say this.
And, like, let's be honest here. What's the delta between people who need this sort of monitoring and people that can afford a new car?
Yeah.
Because I don't know about you. Very few of the drunk drivers that I've ever seen have been in new, nice vehicles.
I don't think a single one that I've seen has been in a new, nice vehicle. I remember one I saw that was in a 2002... Monte Carlo. That was tracks. A few years ago.
That tracks.
Yeah, the one that I saw throw the bottle. He was in like an old Prius. So like, yeah, no, not really. You know, the other thing too is the if you correlate, right? A lot of new cars are going to be electric and shit. Like, the people who drink and drive typically don't like electric cars as well, right? So they like older stuff. I'm thinking the gruff dude who just doesn't fucking care, and he's like works on a farm all day and like is pissed off and gets drunk and drives home in his 1984 like Ford F-150 or some shit. He's not buying a BMW 3 Series with the drunk monitoring system. Like I support like the rear camera being standard. That's a good one. I like that. That's a good law. It makes people stupider, but at least they always have the camera. I've got one. Yeah. I've got a good law. It's Tesla related. It's Tesla related.
Let me hear your law.
I think one pedal driving should be illegal.
I could get behind that.
Because you're literally not capable of driving normal cars.
Yeah, I could get behind that. See, now that you mention that, if you really think about it, if Tesla remains popular, I mean, I think this is a thing in all EVs now as well. I don't know if it's just Tesla that does it anymore, but
they started it.
There is, sorry?
I'm pretty sure. Oh, are you still talking about the same thing? I was gonna say they started it.
Yeah, I know they started it, but like I'm pretty sure all EVs have some form of one pedal driving now. No,
right.
The majority of EVs. There's going to be an entire generation of people that don't understand two pedal driving.
Yeah, which is a huge problem.
That's insane to me.
Yeah, there are people who got their license on a Tesla and then only drove a Tesla.
Yeah. Like there'll be a whole subset of people that if you took them out of an EV and put them even into like a plug-in hybrid or a regular hybrid, let alone just a straight internal combustion car, would probably be panicked and confused at the fact that the car is not braking for them when they let off the gas.
There is literally a video of a Twitch streamer exactly in that situation screaming, "I only know how to drive a Tesla." I swear to God.
That's horrifying.
Yeah, these people exist, and it's so much so that one of them is a Twitch streamer who we can watch have this breakdown. Let's see if I can find it.
That's absolutely insane. I could never imagine. That's just fucking wild.
No, it's alarming. It's alarming shit, right? Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I can't find it. I'll find it and I'll send it to you at some point. But like, it's like a bunch of people in the car being like, why aren't you braking? She's like, I'm supposed to brake for me. I drive a Tesla. I only drive Teslas. That's scary.
Yeah.
That's a scary thing.
Literally horrifying.
Yeah. So. Anyway, yeah, so that's... Oh, I found it. Here. This is for you. You can enjoy that. So basically what's happening in this video is it's this... I feel like I have a right to say it. Stupid bitch. Oh. Right? Like, not being capable of driving a normal fucking car.
Oh, I feel like I remember this video.
Yeah. Like, you have to hold the brake to shift it. And then yeah, she's a Tesla driver.
I like how they said, "Oh yeah, she's a Tesla driver."
Yeah, some of the worst drivers on the road by far are Tesla drivers. Like, and I don't mean like they do like I mean like they are just like bad at driving. There's a difference between being a piece of shit on the road and being a bad driver.
Like this part, this is just like, I remember this video. This is horrifying.
Yeah.
Like literally they cannot comprehend how to drive a normal car.
I'm going to put this in the description so that everybody can see it. But yeah, everybody, whatever. But like, they literally said, oh wait, I have to press the pedal to brake. She's allowed. This person is allowed to go into a dealership. This person
has their full license.
Yeah. This person is allowed to go into a dealership, buy a different car, and then probably just crash it into a fucking tree or another person. They're allowed. One pedal driving, illegal.
They literally asked to stop. I have to press the brake.
Yeah. And it's not a joke. It's not like, oh, do I have... No. They're serious.
dead fucking serious.
Dead fucking serious. Like it's cute. It's not cute. You're a demon and a terror on the road.
Yes, that is fucking
Isn't that that's
horrifying.
alarming? That's genuinely alarming. Like, this is the world we're living in. So my law, to restate, one pedal driving, fucking illegal.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. No
You
one pedal
remember,
driving allowed.
like not even back in the day, like normally if you try to left foot brake when you're doing your driving test, they will fail you. Because you're supposed to use 1 foot for each. Like, or sorry, not, excuse me, the other way. You're not supposed to use 1 foot for
right
each.
foot for gas and brake.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Left foot braking is a thing in motorsports. I understand. We're talking about normal people. That is not the correct way to drive. Right?
Yeah, no,
they would fail you.
You'll fail your license test if you brake with your left foot.
Yeah.
Now? I feel like I think there can be medical exceptions for that.
Yes.
But if you are a able-bodied person that doesn't have a medical exception for that, you will fail your driving test.
Yep.
If you left foot brake. But what about taking it? Okay, so you know how in Europe they have, like, if you pass your driving test in an automatic, you can only drive an automatic.
Yeah.
What if you pass in an EV or a Tesla, you can only drive cars that have regenerative braking or 1 foot driving?
I'm okay with that in principle, but I wonder if in doing that you sort of prop up, well, now these people will only ever buy EVs. Do you know what I mean? And we don't like EVs generally. So I don't want to support that market.
In all fairness, like, the majority of people who just commute to and from work or around their area in the city, I think the majority of them would be fine with an EV.
Possibly.
Because we don't like EVs because we enjoy driving.
Yes.
There's, like, we innately enjoy being in a vehicle and, you know, sound, smells, and feels associated with a fun car. Most people, it's just an appliance. And as an appliance, I think EVs do that well, with the caveat that the infrastructure needs to be able to support it. If it doesn't, it doesn't work.
I agree. I think, though, like, what you're doing is kind of locking people into something, and they don't like, a lot of people will, like, drive commuter cars every day, like, as an example, right? Not fun cars. They go to and from work, and then one day they get a touch of something spicy, right? They get a chance to, like, rent, I don't know, even like a base model, like, you know, C43 or something, right? Oh, the rental company upgraded you. Oh, that's nice, I guess. And then they're like, oh, this is fun, and it sort of changes something in them, and that could change their perspective on cars. I think that is almost the birth of, like, a late stage car guy, right? Late life car guy. I think you're completely removing that when you're like, oh yeah, drive an EV for the rest of your life. That's my only thing. Again, is that super niche? Yes, I acknowledge it. But we need every soul in our battle, Nick.
Fair enough.
Right. But I agree with it. To be honest, though, I agree with you. I think, yeah, if you do it this way, but I just think you shouldn't have that kind of braking system then. Because you can still have regenerative braking.
I mean, like, at the end of the day, it comes down to, like, how bad is it really to have to drive and press both pedals? Like, is it really so fucking taxing?
Yeah.
To have to use both pedals that you can only learn how to drive with one?
It's not that serious, so that's why I'm like, you know what? I think it just sets you up for failure with other vehicles. Like, what if you go rent something and it's not an EV? So you're just like, if you fly to California, right? And it's not an EV. Like, so what? You're just going to be a menace? Like, figure it the fuck out. That's my thing. I just think you can have regenerative braking with normal, like, 2-pedal driving.
Yeah.
So, make it illegal. Fuck them.
It's not. Or make it illegal to pass your driving test with 1 foot driving.
Yeah, I'll take it.
If you go to get your license and you're in an EV or whatever, regenerative braking has to be disabled.
Mm-hmm. I think that's fair.
1 foot driving mode cannot be on, and you get your license like a normal person.
I think that's totally reasonable and fair. I'm not even saying don't drive EVs. Do whatever the hell you want. But, like, there is, like, a standard by which we all operate in the case that you need to jump in another vehicle and be safe.
Yeah, it's like, like do whatever you want, but learn how the tool you're using works.
Yeah.
Understand how it works.
Yeah,
Like
I'm
this isn't like a fucking toaster or a microwave. These are like these days 3,700 to like 7,000 pound
metal caskets.
basically boxes of death.
Yeah.
Like show it the fucking respect it deserves and just learn how to use it properly.
But it's the same shit that distracted driver, non-drunk, but like distracted drivers don't show it that respect in general, right?
Oh, I know. I like that just we can probably end it on this, but that just makes me think of like all sort of like the car commercials that I see on TV today that try to like show off the safety systems, and it's always like somebody's fucking digging around in the back seat or playing with their kid in the back seat, and it's like, oh, thank God the massive SUV stopped for me while I was not paying attention to the road.
Yeah, like why is that an excuse? Like I hate that shit. Just, oh, I was with my kid. Like that's not a good. You have a child in the car and you're not paying attention to the road. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Like what the fuck's wrong with you?
Or like, oh fuck, I was digging around in the glove box and the kid ran out in front of. Thank God the car braked for me. Like,
yeah, otherwise I would have killed a child. I think.
Doing?
Like if this was 10 years ago, you just would have killed a child. That's literally it. There's no you murdered. You did murder.
Like, is it maybe when you're driving a car, just fucking pay attention to the road? I don't know about you. I don't find that very difficult.
I mean, I don't know.
In fact, when I'm driving a car, to me, it's like, oh, this is the task at hand. I got to pay attention.
This is the entertainment. Yeah. No, I agree with you. It's crazy. It's lunacy. Genuine lunacy. And these people act like, oh, it's totally reasonable that the car should basically think and act for you. And then they make it a standard feature. I can't shut off. And then it breaks in the middle of the road and I almost get T-boned.
Yeah.
Fuck them.
It's like, oh, I'm just going to change lanes without looking.
Yeah.
What the fuck do you mean?
Dude, I've had people cut like 4 lanes. I was going to pick up my sister from the fucking airport, and some freak, thank you for reminding me, I was like doing the loop, because you have to, and some freak just cut from being stopped on the side of the arrivals area across 4 fucking lanes, no signal. I'm in the leftmost lane, like, oh, nobody could possibly be here. Just bah in his Mazda fucking CX-5, which, by the way, missing all the trim on the outside, so it's been hit before a few times. Beautiful. And I'm like, are you gonna fucking kill me? And I'm like laying on the horn. I almost fucking died because he has to get across 4. These are the people, and there's no system to stop that. You're a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Like,
I was driving to Mississauga the other weekend, and because I was with my girlfriend, we were allowed to use the HOV lane, and as I was getting towards Ford Drive area where it splits off to go like 403 or QEW,
right.
I looked over, and to the lane in my right, there was somebody driving with like their phone in a suction cup mount that was sitting in the middle of their field of view, like right on top of the middle of the steering wheel.
You're fucking kidding.
With, like Google Maps and shit on it. Like it was, they see more of their phone than what's in front of them. It was directly in front of them.
That's bizarre. That is bizarre. That is how
driving.
I've never, in all my years, have I heard of anything like that.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's it's like, really? Like, is it so hard to have maps just like 10 degrees to the left? You don't even have to move your head. You can just turn your eyes to look at it.
Yeah, I don't know. Every car like from 2016 onward has like some sort of CarPlay or Android Auto or whatever. Like you could have it there on the screen like a normal person.
But it's like, even if you have like a suction cup mount thing for your phone, there's a whole big fucking windshield in front of you.
Yeah.
Plenty of space not in your direct field of view to have it. Much like the radio. If I got into a car and the radio was directly in front of me, blocking what I could see, I probably wouldn't buy that car.
No, I probably wouldn't. I've seen people have it like, you know, like where you have that little sort of what used to be the quarter windows on cars. like the front
and
of
like that's fine if you want to like
Yeah.
stuff it in that corner, or if you want to like, put it in like the middle of the windshield where it sort of sits above where the vents and the radio are.
Yeah, or
That's
below
fine.
the mirror.
Wrong
Yeah,
with
like
that.
yeah.
Or like vent clip, all fine. Directly on top of the gauge cluster.
Yeah. No, that's
Not okay.
alarming. And then the arm in the fucking way. Yeah, that's
like the arm was coming down and holding
like a big J right in front of your face.
Yeah.
Just get killed. That's my 2 cents.
Stupid.
Get killed. Because there's no I can't what do you say to that? How do you rationalize that to anyone? Like, oh, maybe they were no, just get killed. You shouldn't be driving. You shouldn't be driving.
Yeah. Just take the bus from now on, please.
Crash into a tree alone so we can just be done with you. As I've gotten older, I've just realized more and more that there are just some people, they just don't need to fucking be here anymore. Put them anywhere else. I don't want them here.
Yeah.
Like put them in Saskatchewan. They can go there. That's fine. Saskatchewan.
Just do what the British did with the Australians. Just send them somewhere.
They go if you are caught with certain driving crimes, you go to Saskatchewan. That's the way. Yeah. You will be in Saskatoon by nightfall.
We're sending you to fucking Iqaluit.
We need people up in Nunavut. Guess who's going? Like, it's you. Butter is $49.
Go guard the Arctic.
I just like there have to be severe punishments for shit like this. And you know what's annoying? They never get pulled over. People will pull on us for not having a fucking front Cops will pull on us for not having a front plate. This guy, Iron Man over here with his dash system, he's not gonna get pulled over.
It's true though. Like fuck, like oh my tint's too dark and I don't have a front plate, so I gotta pay $200 for that. This person's driving with a phone right in front of their fucking. Just cops like he doesn't even exist.
Dude, this person is playing Candy Crush in front of their face, but it's mounted, and we're the problem. We're the problem. Unbelievable. Yeah. I can't do it. I can't do it. Sometimes I long to be a police officer, not because I want to do any real policing. I want to find the criminals, and these are criminals, who never get pulled over and get them specifically. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like them specifically.
Exactly. And like you can always tell.
No, yeah. They've never been pulled. Never.
You can always tell.
There's a certain arrogance, and this is the thing. When you're a young man or woman, we are not sexist. And before you get pulled over, you are the most invincible motherfucker on the road. You do the craziest shit. The minute you actually get pulled over for some shit, you realize you're driving mortality, let's call it. And you're like, oh, I shouldn't be doing 200. Right?
Yeah. You don't think about it. And it's not like, you got pulled over because your headlight was out. It's like you got pulled over doing something that's going to go on your insurance record.
Yeah. Exactly. That's the time.
It sits there in the back of your mind every time.
Yeah. That's when you start to get careful. Yeah. That's like as a rule for myself, like very, very hard rule. There are very few times where I break it. Very few. It's like there's certain very lovely on-ramps to the 407 where maybe I'll be a little silly. But like other than that, I never go impound speed ever. Like I know this sounds crazy.
It's the same. But, I have my areas. For example, if you're coming out of Burlington towards Hamilton, going up the Skyway, no police.
Yeah.
If you're getting off the QEW onto the Red Hill, there's a very long straight stretch of road, no police.
Yeah.
And it's all highway too.
Yeah.
Because it's the highway access road that connects the QEW to the Red Hill, and there's just nowhere for police to be on that road.
100%.
Everybody has their spaces. I have my spaces. There's plenty of, spaces out in the country to have, fun while reasonably being above the speed limit, doing like, 15, 20, maybe 30 over in the right areas.
In the right spaces.
But there's only like those small handful of like, if it's quiet and there's no other cars or anything here, you can
pin it.
Egregiously break the speed limit and
be
safe.
You can. We are not saints, but the difference is between the two of us, constantly deliciously fresh tires, like well-maintained vehicle, right? Like very aware of our surroundings, locked in on driving, versus the people who are, I don't know, playing Maze Runner on their
have
phone.
never had a phone directly in my field of view while I was driving.
Yeah, never, not once. I'm proud to say.
Yes.
Can I talk about?
I would argue.
Yes.
I would argue, and maybe we can end it on this.
Yes.
I would argue that me locked in, focused on the road, doing 195 is safer than fucking Iron Man with his phone in front of him doing 125 in the left lane.
I agree. I fully agree. Like, what the fuck, man? And they'll never get pulled over, and he just never will. He'll never get pulled over.
He'll never be the wiser.
Nope. Never. It's like the people doing their makeup and people, all these things, they'll never get pulled over. Well.
Nope, never. And meanwhile, I have to check my rear view every time I pass a cop to see if they're turning around and giving me a front plate ticket.
Yep. It's a very fair world we live in. Very fair.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, we'll end it on that. If you like what you hear, keep listening. And we'll be back next week for more fucking fun. Get your phones off your dash, people.